So hello everyone and welcome to this brand new video, and today we will be building this here, which is a Long Island Railroad MP54 I think it's called. Yeah. I got asked to build this a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's quite cool I think. It's a commuter train from Pennsylvania Railway, and they ended up on commuter lines like the Long Island Railway. I think this here is one of like the first variant with the clerestory reef thing. Yeah, I quite like it, and I thought I'm going to make a tutorial for it, since it might be useful for some of you to have. If you want to be a cool person and decide what I build next, go into my Discord and suggest something there, since it's easier to keep track of them. But enough yapping for today, let's get to building. So we're going to start out with these coil springs, and we're going to have them placed 2 blocks apart, which is the shortest distance, and then here. So this is 10 blocks between them. Yeah, this is complicated shit. Why the hell do I build this bogie so damn complicated? Anyway, let's build down here, and then we're going to start out like this. And we're going to get 2 industrial iron supports in the middle, and then industrial iron train hulls on the sides. Yeah. And over here we're going to get a deep slate corner trim. And here we are going to get copycat stacked half layers, like this. They are going to go out like that. In these we're going to have deep slate corner trims like this. So you get it looking like this. Then on top here we're going to have copycat stacked half layers. These are going to go out to that kind of edge there, so that's in line. We're going to fill in these with overlapping deep slate tiles, and now you've got the bogie side finished. So we're going to duplicate this to all the bogies on the train. Since this is quite a complicated build, we have to do it like this to be able, so the tutorial doesn't get extremely long. I don't think anyone wants to sit here and watch me build a train for like 2 hours. So when this step is done, the train should look like this. So you've got 2 bogies looking like this, and then being exactly the same but mirrored. Then we're going to start on the side detail, which is not the hardest part of the build, at least. So it consists of 2 bike panels like this. So the lighter part faces the middle, like that. Then we're going to get out with 2 cut stacked half layers, with the bottom one having a deep slate corner trim in it. So when this step is done, you'd want it looking like this. And then we're going to install this here. Then it is just to repeat this here to the other side. The first thing we're going to do now to get the floor of the train done is to place these eroded deep slates in copycat slabs like this. We're going to do this for the outside of the floor of the train on both sides. The middle we're not going to do that to. First thing we're going to place down now is this box here, which is like this. Second thing we're going to place down is another box, which is just a metal bracket upside down in a copycat slab, like that. This box is going to get a stacked half layer there with a copycat with a metal bracket in a copycat. That. Then we have to build a second thing, which is just this, which is meant to represent some wires or something. And we're going to have another of these. And more wire, 2 more slabs. Another bit of wire here, piping, another slab here, and then we're going to do brackets again. This one here, we want a slab like that, then an industrial iron train hull like this. Then we want metal brackets in copycat slab, copycat vertical half layers. This is going to be placed out 3 clicks out, like that. There and there. This one here is a bit trickier, but we're going to place it down like that, and we're going to have diagonal metal supports like this. And in the top there we're going to have a tank, and then a deep slate, polished deep slate. This one we're going to have 2 tanks like this. And then a copycat stacked half layer like that here. Now the undercarriage detail is done on this side, so let's just repeat it to the other side. I'm also going to place those there, as I kind of think that looks a bit better now. Then we're going to start with the front, which is quite simple on this train. So we're going to place 2 of Blackstone bridge stairs, and then a chiseled polished Blackstone in the middle. Then we're going to place a copycat half panel like that, and copycat slices like that. These are going to be filled by chiseled polished Blackstone. We'll do the same on the other side. Then we're going to place stacked half layers like this. The tops are going to be polished Blackstone and placed out another 2 pixels, so it's like this. Then we're going to get Blackstone corner trims like that. And in the middle we're going to have a it's going to be a knuckle coupler like that. In the middle we're just going to put a train control like this. Then we are going to start building up the body of the cab. We're going to begin with half layers like this. No, copycat layers like this. Then we're going to place half layers. We're going to have half layers like this. Copycat board here. We're going to build up like that, and then place a half layer there, 1 half layer there, and 1 half layer there. Then we're going to get mangrove planks panel like that. Some mangrove planks panel there, and then nailed mangrove planks there. In the middle we're going to get some copycat slices, and there's going to be an industrial iron supporting them. Then we're going to get eroded deep slate in copycat bites, like this. Then some smooth deep slate column, like this. Going to get some more smooth deep slate column in bites, like that. Then we're going to get metal brackets, like this. Then we're going to get some copycat bite panel like that. We're going to get 1 more bite there and there. And in these we're going to have deep slate corner trims. In the middle one here we're going to have inlay deep slate, like that. And we're going to have some framed collapsible blocks to look like a lamp, like that. These are frame collapsible with smooth shroom light, and you can change the size of them with the hammer, depending on if you shift click or just click on it. So yeah, they're quite neat. Then we're going to get some half panels with mangrove planks panel on both of the sides here. Then we're going to get the doors, which are copycat sliding doors, which are put like that. And there's mangrove planks, detailed mangrove planks in the bottom, and large mangrove window in the top. For some reason it does not let me change the size of. So you should shift click this to be able to get like a slightly smaller window, but that's what it is. Then we're going to have andesite supports like this, and they are going to be facing like that. Now with this done, we are going to copy this cab to the other end. Also, if you've watched it this far, please tell me if anyone would be interested in an unpowered one, because these exist as both a powered unit and then an unpowered passenger wagon. Which I think there are multiple of unpowered ones that have gotten their traction motors removed and electrical equipment taken out and then put in service in tourist trains. Now to start with the wagon sides. So we're going to have 3 vertical half layers with mangrove planks panel, and then 3 with polished mangrove planks. We're going to alternate that like this. You'd want it to look like this. Then we are going to place up with mangrove planks panel like that. Then we're going to have vertical half layers here with mangrove window panes there. And we're going to have a loco metal there and a detailed mangrove planks there. Want to build this like all the way along here, so we can place just windows. Now we are going to place in mangrove window panes here in all of these. Just make sure they all face like the correct way, so the window, so it's not 2 smaller windows, so it's like 1 big instead. You'd want it to look like this, so it's windows all the way along. I do know that this is probably not the correct amount of windows for a MP54, but I think it looks quite good. Then we're going to continue the half panels out. For 2 blocks we're going to have mangrove planks panel. Then we're going to switch to red brass wrapped loco metal. This is to be able to get some kind of text, some kind of representation of a Pennsylvania Railway logo, or Long Island Railway logo. It would be here in real life. So we're going to make about half of them have non-connecting textures like this. Then we're going to start placing the eroded deep slate like this. You want it looking like that. Then we're going to get smooth deep slate column, place all the way along. This. Then we're going to get metal brackets in copycat bytes directly over the first half of this one, and then the same on the other side, like that. Then on this side we'd want another one over there, so it's a 2-block space in between. Then I'm going to get thick inlay deep slate in copycat half panels all the way across here. And now to start work on the interior. So we're going to have red floor shears and copycat boards. Somewhere we'd want to have a blaze burner too with controls. So I'm going to first start out with the boards like that, yeah. So I'm going to place boards along here, here, and here. I'm going to build up with boards like that. I'm going to place boards on the floor there. We're going to do the same over here. Then we're going to get to the mangrove planks panel, and we're going to have that in there. Then we're going to get red floor shears and place them every other block like this. And here, if you want to, you could add a table. We're going to do so. There. Going to get more mangrove planks panel and place it inside of here. There. This is going to be wrenched so it becomes smaller. And now it is time to copy all of this over to the other side. So you repeat what I did before, but mirrored. If you're building this in survival or in creative, you just get a schematic or use world edit to copy it over and to flip it. Like that. Then it is time for the middle part of the roof, which is going to be simpler. Actually, we do not need to do it with that, we can just use these. We're going to have smooth deep slate column and copycat slabs, and we're going to place that all the way along here. As I could see, we also need to remove these. So with this in, we can start work on finalizing the roof. So we are going to have... Oh wait, that was my wrench. I think I need that. So we are going to get some copycat panels with thick inlaid deep slate and place like this, like that. We're leaving that 1 block space for the pantograph to go. If you have pantographs and wires, you could use 2 of these to get the correct pantograph, or a correct looking one. But if you have modern train parts like I do, you're going to have just one that's being wrenched to become like a diamond one. Yeah. And now we're going to get on to gluing this, which is not that complicated knowing some of my other builds. So we're going to glue half of a bogie. Should really raise the roof by 1 block. Half of a bogie like that, and half of a bogie here like that. So then we're going to glue like that. Yeah. This will be really annoying to glue properly. Yeah, it's like that. So I'd highly recommend heading over to my Discord server and getting the joining my Patreon without paying, and like the free tier, and then you'll be able to get access to all the schematics from the tutorials. So do that, and you will not have to glue all of this annoying shit. Since I don't particularly enjoy gluing, and I don't think you do too, since I don't think anyone like enjoys sitting there for 20 minutes just working on the glue of a train to try to get it to assemble correctly without half of a train staying behind. That there should be... Wait, never mind, we don't need to do that like that. This whole middle part can just be glued as one, I think. Way up to here. All the way up to there. Here to here. That can be glued as just one blob. This here becomes slightly more complicated since we need to glue that. And that. And this. And we're going to place up like this, and we're going to glue the cab on. Like that. So now let's put in the blaze burner as the last step of building this train, and then we're going to take it out for a test run. The blaze burner is located here, and we're going to get it out and then get the control like that. So it should be placed like right somewhere here, I think. Yeah, should be placed like here. We're going to get the blaze burner there, and then controls like there and there. And we're going to get some boards over here, and we're going to get a framed trapdoor. This. The frame trapdoor goes over here, like that. And now it's not as visible that there's a thing down there, but yeah, not perfect though. Thought this. Now we're going to try to assemble this and see if it works. Does assemble at least. And we seem to have left that behind, but that's not that bad. Like most of a train is coming with me. It's that bogie detail there, and it's a quarter of a bogie, and then those two sides. Okay, should be simple enough to attach back. If you want a tutorial for this train over here, please say so in the comments, because this is something I built quite recently and I'm not that proud of it, but it's a Swedish State Railway class X6, I think it is. It's a X6. See. I forgot to glue that part there, so I'm going to get down here and then glue it up to here. That should be stuck on. Oh yeah. Also going to glue that to there, and that to. I'm stupid. That to there, and this to there. Why does the glue box just disappear? Oh, that seems to be glued. Let's check on the other side. That's really fucking strange. I'm going to attach that back and put it like that. So let's see if everything works now. Okay, it seems to work now. So let's take it out for a test run on my railway. I do not have a good New York inspired place to run it, so it will run in the Swedish, the suburbs of Stockholm. I think, if I am going to run it. This here is from the other series I'm doing with the city building, so you can see some of the builds from there. Now you can see the town hall in the distance over there, and the old town, and the beautiful Trans-Europe Express I built. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with this train. I don't know about you though, so I think it looks decent at least. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Let's get this on the other side of the track so we can drive it back without risk of colliding into anything. I forgot to put up the panther, but that's fine. If you click the pantograph on your train, it will go up, so I forgot to do that though. So I think we are done now with this tutorial, and yeah, it was fun doing this. I hope to see you all in the next video, be that tutorial or more city building, or like build off I'm planning on hosting where in my Discord, because there's probably gonna be an announcement video for that. Anyway, goodbye, have a nice rest of your days, and yeah.